He's making a couple of little mistakes. I mean, his earlier harass in Iris's base was absolutely perfect. There were no mistakes there. But now Nalra's going to be in a little bit of trouble because these tanks are coming down, and Nalra trying to stop Iris from setting up the contain. Now Nalra with the two. Oh my god, the shuttle goes down, so now those Reavers are vulnerable, and both of the Reavers get picked off, but nevertheless, Nalra has managed to kill off those siege tanks with the two Reavers, so even though he lost the shuttle to those Marines, and that's what I commented earlier, that shuttle was quite low on health already, and that's why Iris was able to take that down. But nevertheless, Nalra, you've got to give him an advantage now. He's in a strong position, even though he's lost those two Reavers. Iris has lost all of his attacking forces, and Nalra has got a significant attacking force arriving here, and now Nalra's going to be in a little bit of trouble here in his expansion because Iris has floated that barracks over and planted it down, and Nalra doesn't have a shuttle, so Nalra's going to have to produce a shuttle, and now Iris is getting those two vultures up in Iris' main. Nalra doing some excellent harassing. He's getting those shuttle inside Nalra's main, but Nalra has got his Dragoons up, and he's managed to kill off those spider mines before, and he's also killed off that Marine as it popped out. But Nalra now heading into Iris' main. Iris is going to be forced to lift that Expo at his natural, so that's going to be troublesome for Iris. Nalra trying to get that Zealot up he's trying to get up that ramp. Nalra is going to get up that ramp, and this is going to be a little bit of trouble for Iris here. He's going to be forced to use his SCVs, and again, this is all hurting his economy. He's being forced to use his SCVs to defend, and that command center coming under fire as well. So at the very least, Nalra has forced Iris to lift that command center while he's gotten two expansions. Now he's got that Island expansion at 7 o'clock. He's also taking his natural Expo at his 3 o'clock main, and that's going to be troublesome for Iris. Nalra taking out the turret at that base. I don't think Iris will mind that because Nalra doesn't have a shuttle yet, unless he's produced another one. So this would be an ideal time for Nalra to continue pressing home his advantage. I think Nalra should keep building more ground forces. I don't think he should try switching to carriers. This would be the time where you would expect him to switch to carriers. Nalra has dropped, so Nalra must have another shuttle there because he's dropped another Dragoon in that base, in that Island Expo at 7 o'clock to counter Iris' barracks there, and that Dragoon will obviously help him defend it successfully. And Iris, with a clever move of planting the barracks down but not doing too much damage to Nalra's economy. Nalra won't mind that. Iris only has got a single siege tank, and Nalra, this is all bad for Nalra. This is bad for Iris. This is buying Nalra so much time because he's just preventing Iris from getting that command center down while Nalra is reaping the benefits of those two expansions. And Nalra continuing on with more gateways. I have not yet seen whether or not Nalra has put down. Nalra's got that, and Iris has got a dropship though, and Nalra's got to see that. Nalra's got to see the starport with the control tower, and I'm not sure if Iris is going to get hidden rates, is going to get cloaked rakes. I don't think he is, but Nalra is now dropping, and that's, oh my god, brilliant by Iris, but is that Reaver shot gonna, oh my god, that's hard luck for Nalra, but brilliant by Iris. Those two planted spider mines taking out the Reaver, absolute genius play by Iris. That was brilliant, those two spider mines taking out the Reaver. However, Iris is still not in a great position. Nalra has seen that starport, and that dropship is now going to be going for that expansion at the 7 o'clock position, and Nalra is going to be in a little bit of trouble here because I don't know what he's going to be able to do to defend against that. He does have his shuttle as well, so he needs to drop those two Dragoons straight away in that expansion, otherwise he's going to be in trouble, and he has got two Dragoons waiting there just specifically for that purpose, so Nalra should be able to defend this successfully, and Nalra was a little bit careless, a little bit overconfident with that Reaver drop, as you saw, and Nalra dropping the two Dragoons, so and Iris is dropping a significant number of forces there. Nalra successfully defending, but that dropship just about survives. That dropship just about survives against Nalra's units, so that was great play, and Iris just trying to take that ramp above the base to try and do some damage to Nalra, and that was brilliant by Iris. He takes down, that was great micro by him. He takes down the two Dragoons, so that was a little bit careless by Nalra. He saw those spider mines being planted, and yet he dropped the Dragoons right in the smack bang in the middle of it. But and now Iris has brought the raid, so Iris has run a raid, but Nalra brilliantly has taken out, oh my god, that was genius. Nalra takes out the dropship. Nalra is going to lose his shuttle as well, but he won't care. That raid can't do any damage, and that dropship was fully loaded with two tanks and with a tank and two vultures, and that's, Nalra has killed that off, and Iris really in dire straits here. His economy is suffering. Nalra's economy is intact. Iris unable to do damage there to Nalra's economy. Nalra doesn't have a lot of troops on the ground though, and it does look like Iris is setting up for a push, and Nalra continues to build up more gateways. He's only getting that citadel of Adonap now. Nalra has a significant amount of ground forces in Iris' base, in Iris' expo, trying to slow him down from putting that expo down, and that might prove bad for Nalra here because he's lost about 5 Dragoons to nothing off Iris'. He's lost about 5 Dragoons, and that's going to hurt him if Iris does decide to come out with a push. But definitely Nalra with a massive advantage. Nalra now walking right through those spider mines, but Nalra again not taking too much damage to his main force. Only one of the Dragoons going forward, and Iris actually not able to push. He just doesn't have the resources. Iris content just to try and set up a contain and set up a defense. He's got another dropship out though, so we will expect him to be going for a drop at that expansion anytime soon now. So far he has been completely ineffective at harassing Nalara's economy, and Nalara with a strong advantage in this game, and Nalara playing a great game of StarCraft here, seizing the opportunity, seizing the moment, despite having some bad luck with his Reaver drops, both of his Reaver drops unfortunately failing. The first one through sheer bad luck, the second one through carelessness. He really should have dropped a Zealot down first. He did drop, in fairness to Nalara, he did drop a Dragoon down first on the ground before dropping the Reaver, but he didn't drop it at the same spot as his Reaver, obviously to attract kills from siege tanks. I think he would have been better off with 2 Zealots rather than a Dragoon, but obviously he wasn't producing any Zealots, and now Iris, with those vultures, is going to try and drop inside Nalara's expansion again, try and hurt that expansion. Nalara does have a couple of photon cannons there, so he should be comfortable in his defense. Iris has got another Wraith out as well to counter Nalara's shuttle. That Wraith is that actually is still the first Wraith, which just about survived those cannon hits earlier on. But Iris is now securing that expansion. I don't think Nalara will mind. Nalara is so far ahead in terms of economy, it's not even funny. And Iris now securing that ramp above Nalara's expansion, and that seems like that's going to be Iris's main mode of attack. He's got 2 tanks, 2 siege tanks, as well as about 4 or 5 vultures there. But Nalara can just drop Zealot bombs. Those vultures aren't enough to kill the Zealot off very quickly. If Nalara has a couple of Zealots, that's going to hurt Iris. And Iris now dropping those vultures inside Nalara's main. Nalara dropping, and Nalara with a Reaver as well as the Zealot is going to be able to take down those units up on the hill, because Iris obviously not concentrating his forces on defending that ramp, and both players microing the dropships excellently. So Iris now setting up, trying again to harass Nalara, keep him busy while he rebuilds his economy, rebuilds his forces, and Nalara once again with the Reaver drop. So Nalara doing a great job here. Nalara continued to produce Reavers late in the game, and that's something that's very rare. You don't usually see Zerg players, Protoss players do that this late in the game, to continue producing Reavers. But Nalara has done a great job of it. He's done a great job of defending his base against Iris's attacks, and Iris really trying everything in the book here that he can think of, but thus far unsuccessful. He's just barely hanging on in this game. Nalara with a significant economy advantage, and Nalara has built up a huge ground force, and I think Nalara doing absolutely the right thing. One of Nalara's, and Iris is actually seeing a couple of vultures too. He's going to kill a couple of Dragoons, but that's not going to bother hurt Nalara too much. And Nalara now getting the Templar Archives as well, and Iris trying to do everything he can to find himself back in this game, but Nalara is miles and miles and miles ahead in this game of Iris now. He really is miles ahead, and he's got those 3 photon cannons as well. So Iris has committed a lot of forces, has committed a large number of forces that which he has very little, to attacking and trying to take down that expansion, and has been unsuccessful at least 2 or 3 times now. So Nalara has got a huge ground force built up, and as I was trying to say, now and Iris has now finally built up a significant force, significant enough force that he feels he can push. Unfortunately, his force is primarily consisting of siege tanks. He doesn't have nearly as many vultures as he's going to need to be able to set up a successful contain. Nalara has quite a few Zealots. Nalara needs to make more Zealots though, and he should have those Zealots speed upgraded by now. He was very late in getting that Citadel of Adonab, but this is going to be make or break here, this push for Iris, and Nalara not controlling his units carefully there, and Nalara now looks like he's going to go in. Iris obviously doesn't have any anti-air, so those Zealot bombs are going to hurt him as well. He is building a couple of turrets, but he does, as I said, he doesn't have nearly enough, and Nalara drops a Reaver right in the middle of those tanks. Reaver shot goes off. I'm not sure if that Reaver shot actually hurt anything. Reaver shot right in the middle of those siege tanks, so, and that Reaver continues. Oh my god, Reaver shot, and all of Iris's tanks get taken out. That was amazing, Reaver. And so all the bad luck that Nalara had with that Reaver in his first drop, that's all been repaid with interest, with 10% interest, I have to say, for Nalara. And now that is GG. Nalara is going to go through to the next round, guys. Brilliant play by Nalara. But that was careless by Iris. He did not micro those siege tanks to take out that Reaver. He did not take out that Reaver. His tanks, had they focused on that Reaver, it would have died earlier, and maybe he would have had a better chance. But now there is no chance for him. Nalara is going to go through the next round. Those spider mines, Nalara again with some brilliant micro, taking out those spider mines with the Zealots, and that siege tank, lone siege tank parked up on that hill, is not going to do anything. And Nalara with the reinforcements pouring in, and there's really nothing, and Nalara is just going to barrel up and take out this expansion now, and Iris GG's. Iris calls GG. That was great play by Nalara. So that was a fantastic matchup, a great best of 3 series, guys. This is Klazart. I'll see you guys when I see you. Thanks for listening.
테란에게 정말 강력한 이미지를 가지고 있는 강민 선수가 변혁수 선수에게는 예선과 프로리그 등등을 거치면서 맨날 지금